Asia Pop Party.
Right about now. Skiddly down, 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 down.
Hi!
Hi.
How are you?
Fantastic. How are you?
I am very well, Jason. First off, where are you right now? It is looking very nice. I love the interior decor. Is this your house?
Yes, this is my corner of the studio, where this is where I work, I write, I think, I play, I record. It's where I kind of build my demos.
Yeah.
And then if you could actually see, you can't see on the other side of my computer, but that would be where we bring in the band and we can all sit together and try to figure out how to bring these demos into sort of a real living thing. So we're in the studio. That's where we are.
Okay, love it. And are you guys still in lockdown where you are? Can you venture outside? Can you go to the shops?
Yeah, we can go to the shops. We can venture out. I think we can even gather in, small groups.
Okay.
I've even heard up to 50 people can be around, which is wild.
All right. So we're glad that looks like there's going to be more music on the way. I think for the world, for a lot of musicians around the world, this is a good time for you to simmer, really reflect and then think about what to write. The last time we met, Jason, was I think 7 or 6 years ago, around the time when Love as a 4-letter word came out. You came to Taiwan. We had a chat. So the first question I want to ask you is actually, is love still a 4-letter word? Has that word changed for you over the years? What's the new definition for it now?
Love is still very much a 4-letter word. And because it's hard, man. It's hard in these days when there's so much sort of unrest.
Yeah.
And people are upset, and rightfully so. It's hard to still gather up the sort of foundation to say, what would love do now? Mm-hmm. And how can I go and still see the enemy as a human being who is also suffering? And how can I help that person awaken so that we can all stop causing more suffering in the world, So what would love do? And it's hard. It is so hard because there is just a lot of obstacles and a lot of reasons to say, screw love, I'm going rogue. Mm-hmm. So yeah, love's still a 4-letter word, but love is still the answer. We can try all other inventions. We can try all other ways to make things seem like they're working. But until we truly love each other and until we truly love ourselves, we won't make the kind of actions or reactions in the world that actually are loving. So love is still the answer.
And, we're so glad that you constantly come back with your music to remind us of that. I know you went on a 4-year hiatus to focus on yourself and self-growth between 2014 to 2018. But it seems like ever since 2018, you always come back with music when the world needs it the most. No was an album where some of the songs was inspired in strange places for you. For example, a story goes by a Tibetan monk for the song Have It All, right? Do you feel like it's a coincidence that you received these sort of metamorphoses at the same time when the world needs to hear the same messages from you through music?
Coincidence? No, I think it's just a matter of listening mm-hmm. and as to what's always going on. And the more we see each other and have that empathy, the more we have compassion for others and accept others. But the key word really is empathy. If you can feel what's going on, then you will sing into that place and you will try to sing a healing to that. And the best way to heal it is just to recognize it, just to see it, just to hear someone and see someone can be so healing and restore someone's dignity and restore faith in themselves. And it gives you also the connection of feeling them and seeing that the light inside of them deserves to be recognized and shine as brightly as possible. So I sing into that place. That's my gig, and
yes, you do.
Love it. It's a spiritual journey. It's a roller coaster ride. It's like surfing. But you're surfing the sound waves to see where the song wants to take you.
Yep.
And I know that life is always developing and unfolding, so it's important to just not be final and always sort of go along with that and see. And for me, I write in a way that helps me learn what I'm learning. You know, I can put in a song all the lessons that I'm learning. So then that song is a nice little package or reminder of what I'm learning right now. So that's my little reflection.
And it's been
for me.
It's been fun to go on this journey with you through your music, to go on every stages of your epiphany. The new album, Look for the Good, seems like there's another message in here. This time it sounds very reggae. So can you tell us about what you have for us this time?
I wanted something you could dance to. I've been trying to figure that out for a long time. And every time we would play a reggae tune on tour, it got us dancing. It got everybody dancing. I said, that's it. I was like, one of these days, I'm just going to make all my songs reggae. Reggae. Everybody all around the world listens to reggae. It's got a rhythm and a tone to it that just anybody can get on board with. It's always been an invitation. Join us on the dance floor. Join us in the revolution. Hear these songs. Join us in the spiritual awakening. So reggae is this invitation. Yep. So we made an album of all reggae songs, and we tapped into a lot of different reggae genres and eras. We have vintage reggae and dance hall. We've got dubby and roots reggae that sings into the revolution that's even happening now. Yeah. And reggae's like any music. It's got its love songs, it's got its existential spiritual songs, and it's got its songs about change and about humanity. So I thought it would be the perfect music to help 2020, because I knew 2020, no matter what, was going to be engaged. It was going to be heated because it's an election year, and that brings up debates. It brings up controversy, and we need some music to almost, in a way, I don't want to use a negative word. What can I say? Go up against the propaganda that might come out of corporate and political machines. Mm-hmm. We as artists can go up against that with positivity, with poetry, with music that helps inspire, hopefully, the whole world to dance it out and feel ridiculous through dancing, because dancing's ridiculous, and level the playing field. And remember that we're all humans here trying to share the same dance floor. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. So while keeping yourself in the atmosphere of love, remember to be yourself. And there's a song called that, You Do You, where so far I see that's the first collaboration you have on this album with Tiffany Haddish. Is it the Tiffany, the actor Tiffany Haddish?
The actor Tiffany Haddish, the actor comedian, and she is she has her own foundation called the She Ready Foundation, which is helping young girls on their journey. And I was looking for someone who could a female voice that could represent the feminine and speak on behalf of the feminine, in the song You Do You, which is about, hey, we're all different and we're all sharing the same dance floor. So I recognize that you're you and I'm me, and through that acceptance we can live in harmony. So let's start there, right? And I met her through the LA arts scene. A friend knew her, and I just was such a big fan, and I just had a feeling. I was like, I have a feeling she would want to do this and would be great at it, and she certainly was. She's very gracious, very talented, very kind, very funny, as we know. But she's also just very radical. She's a right on lady.
All right. That's the one that I actually really want to play for our listeners. So once again, Jason, thank you so much for injecting so much love into the music industry, to the world when we need it the most. And Jason Mraz, thank you so much for joining us.
Joey, my pleasure. Thanks for the time. Hey, I'm Jason Mraz, and you're listening to Asia Pop 40.
Asia Pop 40.